can have some manners. Okay.
Like I said, excuse you.
Why? 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 Why?
You can have some f***ing manners.
Like I said, excuse you.
You can have some manners.
Like I said, excuse you.
You see what I'm saying, bro? I should really f*** you up. You can call your nigga down here too. Go to my crib.
It's very dangerous to say, what? Because you might have to put up your hands for some odd reason.
Like I said, excuse you.
Because maybe her name is Irania. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not watching falling stars, you're watching missiles from Iran going to Qatar, and luckily America managed to stop them all.
What do you think that is? Is that where the US base is, in that direction? That direction? Maybe they're doing it to stop the counter, you know?
When I see something like that, I'm like, hey, that's kind of beautiful, but I still don't know what the heck it is. But now I have an idea what the heck it is. And it's kind of sad that something that seems so beautiful might be something totally different.
This in some context here. Negotiations were moving forward, and I give credit to the Trump administration. They were helping bring the parties together, negotiating to keep Iran from developing a nuclear weapon. Benjamin Netanyahu has never wanted to rely on negotiations. He has wanted to engage in military actions. He saw his opportunity. He shoved the president aside and the president's negotiation and moved forward, and then turned around and managed to pull Donald Trump in, who in turn seems to be working hard to pull the entire United States into war in Iran. The Constitution is clear. Only Congress can declare war. We all understand there are exceptions when our troops are at risk, when our homeland is at risk, when Americans are at risk, but none of those apply in this case. What Donald Trump has done is unconstitutional, and we're going to have a vote this week in the United States Senate on the War Powers Act, and this is our opportunity. It only takes a simple majority to reel back in Donald Trump and make clear to the world that the United States is not going to war against Iran.
Let us investigate.
So if I understand this correctly, Obama did almost the same thing back in the day in Libya. He also did it in Pakistan and Yemen and Somalia where drones strike, and also with ISIS, Iraq, Syria, and you know the usual. He declared military intervention. I'm not saying he's right or Trump is right, but I find it just odd that you always react on one side and not the other. Just kinda odd.
I just want to know how I'm supposed to do my job when we bombed Iran and we're just supposed to like go around about. We're just supposed to get these boxes out without being worried. I just need somebody to explain to me how I'm supposed to not crash out.
Some people can do it because they was taught in an early age that you need to control yourself if possible. With time you understand that.
You plotting on me, boy? No, sir.
But then again, we live now in an age that you have the human right to crash out, which I can understand.
Nicholas, I need you both to keep the door steady, all right? I'm gonna break the glass.
But that also means if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, you're not the best of allies.
A few inches later.
Venga, dilo. Remember to subscribe.
Remember to subscribe? ¿Por qué?
Chloe, what is on your face?
Beauty.
It's very simple. You're not supposed to crash out. You have to have your own purpose. You don't care about the side. You're just you. You don't reflect the reaction. You just be you.
So they disagree with you. They do. And I disagree with them. And that's fine. That's what makes America great, right, Pantmore?
What?
I should rephrase that. Yes. But yeah, I did think opinion are perfectly yes, fine. That's a better way to say it. Sorry about that.
Is that woman being her? You can't even generalize that something is great in America because an idiot said it by your standard. I can't use that word, so I need to reflect. Just be you.
You went back in there and paid for a candy that she had already walked out the store with.
Yeah, she's done.
Why would you do that? I would never do something like that. I would just leave.
It's called integrity.
Some people just sleeps better when they feel that they're accountable for their decisions.
What we're told from Israeli sources are 6 ballistic missiles that have been fired from Iran towards Qatar. As you know, as we discussed, the Al Udeid base, the largest U.S. Base in the Middle East, is about 40 miles from the capital of Qatar, from Doha.
It's just sad. I knew this might happen. But the moment they started talking about nuclear weapons, I was like, ugh.
شوف ويوم ساعة ناظر الكاميرا ابتسمي 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 والله ابتسمي ابتسمي كانت تقول بموت بموت.
This is how I feel about the war, because there's nothing I can clearly do to stop it. But it will never stop, because whenever something is done, there's a new chapter. And the only way you can stop it, it seems like the chapters have to be as passive as possible. Because if you don't do them and you're tired of the passive chapter, boom.
Oh, you know what? I'm just going to be me. I don't go in there trying to predetermine anything. I'm dialed in. I need to focus on hitting my shots, making sure I'm executing the schemes right. I'm not focused on the extracurricular activities. And you know what? During that, it was just part of the game. I think the refs had a lot to do with that. It was a build-up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting, the star player of the WNBA. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. And I'm a team player, so it's all good.
And that is what you get when you protect the star player of your team that people have been bullying for a while. And guess what? That is also the reason why many men are watching women basketball, because we see some friction. In other words, we only watch it because we see some masculine trait in the ladies, which a lot of people don't like. But then again, it does make the money.
No, ma'am. I am baffled by the accusations that are made against me. That's the thing with society. Society has changed so much. Back then, my parents used to leave me at home all the time while they go have fun. Did y'all lock them up? No. Everybody keeps saying I'm a bad parent because it's only one of me. The daddy ain't there, as you could tell. We black. They said I'm a bad parent because I gave my kids to CPS. I never gave my kids to CPS. CPS came and took them. My neighbors called my phone while I was with my new man. I had just broke up with my other man the day before, so I'm not talking about him. So if he see this, I'm not talking about you. CPS ended up calling me while the police are there, and they trying to trick me into coming home. My neighbors called me, telling me that. I don't even know who called me. I was drunk. You feel me? But one thing I'm not going to do is go turn myself in to the police while CPS there. If y'all want the kids, take them. I don't want them. And when I tried to give them up, y'all wouldn't take them till I got to do child support. I'm going to get an abandonment charge. Y'all don't do that to everybody else. Y'all just go in while they all happy with their family. Y'all go in and take the kids. Take mine for free, baby. I'm not doing that. And then y'all keep coming around trying to look for me to do news videos, or if you could do a clip, y'all better not call the police. Because I know one thing. Like, what am I supposed to do? Take my kids out while I'm going to go party? Regardless of what it is, I'm going to go party. So y'all want me to take them with me or not? No. They going to kick me out. They ain't even going to let me in the club. My main focus is men. Men. Not no kids. Make it make sense. I'm only 30 years old. I'm tired trying to live my life.
This saddens me so much because she actually said, I'm talking about another man, so don't come talk about me.
I had just broke up with my other man the day before, so I'm not talking about him. So if he see this, I'm not talking about you.
But then you dated the man, you broke up with the man, and the next day you already have a man, but then you're talking about getting drunk. This I'm like, sometimes I don't understand people living like this, but the more I see these clips, I start to understand they have never seen anything like mine. And that is so sad.
My name's Antonio Gallo. I'm one of the owners of Casa Fina restaurant in Boyle Heights. It's been a staple in the area of Boyle Heights. Normally on Father's Day, we're packed. We have people waiting about 20 minutes. On that Sunday, I mean, it was just, there was nobody there, right? Folks were afraid to come out, and now we have to consider about what do we do with our employees, right? We have no money coming in. It's just the raids in the city, and it's scaring our folks. It's scaring our people, and and it has to stop, or a lot of folks are going to lose their jobs.
If you look at it like that, it makes sense. If illegals is your main customer and your workers, yeah, you need a lot more illegals to maintain that, even if it's illegal. But I'm actually surprised you were not fined by the government. That's interesting.
That's what makes America great, right, Pantmore?
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam jam, turloqueta, verdetta, welcome.